Well, here I am on my fourth day. It's the morning of the fourth day. This is the day that I expected to be pulling into Patagonia, but wow, that's not going to happen. You know, that first day was so hard, and I've spent the next couple of days as pretty short days just trying to recover from it. You know, when I, when I was planning on this hike, you see these through hikers and they, well, I only put in 15 today. Ha! You know, every mile is a struggle for me. And like yesterday, I think I only got 3 miles in. It's just that, like I say, I'm recovering. The altitude, the whole thing has made it way tougher on me than I ever expected. And now I got now I got the worry of running out of water. There's supposed to be some water sources. I mean, this isn't really listed, this Sunnyside Canyon, as a water source, but some of the responses on Gut Hook said that there's some pools of water. And I gotta have water or else I'm in real trouble, because I don't know if you can see it. That's all the water I got left. So I need water here, or the next water is possible water is like a few miles down the thing, but that could get pretty dangerous. So I'm a little concerned. I kind of prayed for inspiration, and I remembered I left my backpack outside of the tent. Just I like a little more room to move around in here, kind of. But I left my emergency locator out there, and my inspiration was to charge my emergency locator. So that's got me a little worried. So I brought that in, and it's here charging, and it's up to 68%. That's good. But my little anchor thing, it's down to, instead of the 4 lights for a full charge, it's down to 2. So that's got me concerned. But my left foot, it's got me limping around. Man, I'm beat up. You know, thing is, I've still been having a pretty good time. It's just all this other stuff has just got me concerned. I don't know if I can do the whole thing. I mean, I can do it, but I just don't have that much time to do it. So I thought, oh, after the first couple of days, I'll be putting out 12 to 15 miles. And man, it's just not happening. So I think if I were ever to do this again or do another through hike of this sort, there's certain things that I do. First of all, I would absolutely make it, to myself that I couldn't go unless I lost like 40 pounds first. That'd help a lot, these guys that keep passing me on the trail, kind of trim, and they got their little backpacks on, and thinking, man, it's like instead of having their little 30-pound loaded up backpack, it's like having a 70-pound backpack. That would make it harder on anybody. But so I'm going to do that, and if I decide to do another through hike, man, I am going to do way more conditioning. That walking I've been doing in the morning is, good for your general health and everything. And putting in 4 or 5 miles a day of walking is okay, but it doesn't prepare you to climb these mountains at 8,000, 9,000 feet. That's a different story, but well, I'm certainly hoping that I'm able to find water. Gotta find water, and I gotta get moving down this trail. You know, I only brought 4 days of food to get to Patagonia, but shoot, as little as I'm able to eat, that 4 days of food is going to last me a long time. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope I don't have to push that rescue button. So here's my camp spot. I came from up that direction, and I was looking for the first spot that I could find. The trail continues on down that way. And here's my camp spot. Not a bad one. Just wish I had some water so I could cook breakfast, but I don't want to use my water, so I'll have to find something, a bar or something. But nice spot. So I thought my video vlog would be really upbeat and all that, but man, it's just not turning out that way. Like, just packing my backpack at this elevation, I mean, I got to stop and rest then. I didn't have any clue that I was out of shape. I mean, through my normal life, I, do what I need to do. I walk a lot, I just little things, lift the 40-pound water onto my water thing, and pretty active. But man, I get here and all of a sudden just doing little things like packing up the tent is got me out of breath. And I guess the fact that I haven't eaten very much and now I've been rationing my water doesn't really help. But man, it's a little frustrating. I expected more out of myself. It's like the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I mean, yeah, I didn't think of myself that way. But man, I'm struggling to get going, and this is going to be a critical day. I got to get some miles. First, I got to get some water. Hopefully there's water close, because if I run out of water, I'm going to be I'll be in miserable shape. I can't go very long without water. Anyway, I guess I'll finish my cleaning up my tent. I got the sleeping bag rolled up, and I usually been stuffing it just in the bottom of my pack, but today I decided to stuff it in its stuff sack. So I got that. I got the air mattress rolled up, and everything's just ready to throw in the pack, and then I can take down the tent and the ground sheet. I hope some future videos are more fun than these first ones have been. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So, on top of all this, being exhausted, no water. So I kind of sat down on that tarp to roll up my tent, and I heard a crack, and it's right over the front-facing lens of my phone camera. I guess it could have been worse. It could have ruined the whole thing, and I'm not that good to look at anyway. So I could actually turn it around the other way and still get a pretty good shot. Let me turn it around and see how it looks. I don't know if you can see the deer. It went behind some trees. Oh, thank you for whoever found this water and put a note on gut hooks. Because, man, I was getting desperate. There's a little pool of water. And I'm going to sit here as long as it takes to filter. Oh man, I'm going to filter a lot. Because I'm going to take 4 liters with me. 4 liters in a 700 milliliter, which is just about gone. Plus I'm going to filter another liter just to sit here and drink the whole thing. And then I'm going to filter some more and cook something. So I'm dying here without any decent foods. I gotta force myself to eat. I have no energy. But oh boy, I found some water. Good news. I'm just gonna make a little video showing you what I go through to filter the water from this little pool that I found here. So I got this cup that I hadn't used yet. That I was going to use for hot chocolate, and then I have this my cook pot right there, and then I'm filtering it through this hat thing like the one that I got on. Same brand anyway, different design, but called Head Sweats. But it's pretty good size. It just fits right over the pot. I got to do better at filming here. Just fits over the pot like that. And so then all I'm going to do is get some water. And pour it through. And then I'm going to do that a few times till I fill it up. And then I'm going to pour it into this thing and squeeze it through my Sawyer filter into a bottle. Maybe I'll show you that later. Well, so I'm pretty much finished filtering my water. I filled 4 liters and one 700 milliliter bottle. And I got a little bit left in the knock water bag, so I'm going to filter it just straight into that cook pot. And I'm going to cook while I'm here and then head out. Hey, look at this. I didn't notice that, but those are wild turkeys just wandering up on me. I didn't even see those. Man, they're pretty quiet. Well, I got water and ready to start out again. Boy, my backpack feels heavy. I just added like 12.5 pounds to it. So here we go. Oh, I need to try this with the... That's so blurry. Let me try it with the other camera. Well, I'm not sure how this works. I'll have to wait and see the footage. But so I got my backpack all packed back. You know, when you stop and eat and filter water, you got to pull everything out, because I keep my tent on top and then the blow-up pad on top, and under that's the food. Sometimes I throw some clothes in there too, but under that's the food. So I was going to cook while I was here. But so anyway, I filter all the water, and I cooked myself some spaghetti. I did one of those mountain houses, and I put half of it in a freezer bag and cooked it in this little insulated thing that I've got. And it worked out real good. That's probably the best meal I've had yet. I've hardly eaten anything. So anyway, got some food in me, got some water in me, and too heavy a backpack. And anyway, and now I'm off. Well, I thought I'd try to film a little bit. I just came from that direction. You ready to go? Headed off this way. Utah or bust. Still not feeling that great, but I'm managing this heavy backpack and making some progress. Man, I'm going at about a quarter of the speed that I thought I would, which would be bad if I was eating all my food, but I got plenty of food, so I'm just gonna have to be content with short miles for a little while anyway. But it's the water that determines what you do. I mean, the water, like this morning, I just wanted to lay there, but man, I needed to get up and get going and find water. I just had in the end, a couple of sips left. I'm doing this without that Rode Wireless Go. I've hardly used it. I haven't had many opportunities to film where I felt like it. I was just concentrating on my next step. But anyway, this is a beautiful little stretch of trail through here. Saw a couple deer and a bunch of turkeys. But man, is it quiet. Maybe 3 or 4 hikers passed by while I was filtering water. I don't know how far I'm going to go today. I'll just see how I feel. Got plenty of water though. Here's another water source. I should have, if I'd have known how good this was, I'd have come up here, but mine will work. But this looks like a lot cleaner. A lot deeper, easy to scoop out. Except I have to reach down a long way. Anyway, I'm loaded with water now. I don't need any, but now that's a pretty good sitting rock, just the right height, and it's low in front, and it's got a raised part in the back that supports your pack. And this whole trail so far, there's really a shortage of decent sitting rocks. Well, just following the trail, and haven't come across too many of these. At least I know I'm not lost.